So hum. So hum.
Greetings, electrical, magnetic deities of the new golden age, rising up into the ascension of pure consciousness as we manifest heaven on earth. Today was another powerful day of energies and activations. Today was Memorial Day in the States. Happy Memorial Day to everyone celebrating. This is to where we remember all those we have loved and lost, and we will be reunited with all our loved ones very soon now. Today was also a very powerful galactic activation portal on the Mayan calendar, and the sun is heating up. It's getting very intense now with these higher frequencies, these higher resonance of the energies that are being transmitted from the great central sun through all solar systems, being activated in our solar plexus, which is the gateway to our heart center, which leads us to the 0 point, the still white magnetic light at the center of all things. Although the Schumann has been very quiet for a couple days, today we had a little white blast of light showing up as an 11 hertz manifestation. Although we had a big uptick in the earthquakes today, these activations all over Pachamama. We had 240 M1.5 or greater earthquakes all over this realm. Most powerful in the crown of Lemuria at 6.1 in Sutton, Alpine, Alaska. And there was big swarms of activations of earthquakes in Alaska, mainly the Talkeetna area, the Talkeetna Mountains, which is by Denali, a very powerful sacred portal. Earlier today, on the Ring of Fire, New Zealand 5.0, Puerto Rico 4.2, and the portal Cyprus 4.4, activation Divine 44, Puerto Rico 3.1, Valdez, Alaska 3.2, and then we had the Sutton Alpine, Alaska, powerful activation with the 6.1, Central Alaska 3.1, Nikiski, Alaska 3.3, 33, Divine Mastery, 108 kilometers depth, Puerto Rico 3.0, Central Alaska 3.0, 3.2, Mammoth Lakes, California 3.4, 4.5 in Chile, South America on the coast, the foothills of the Andes. We also had another 4.4 activation, Chile 44, the 8.8 of the Lions Gate, the Lyran Nation, the Royal Lions of Lemuria. We had another activation in Alaska 4.6, Malibu Beach, California 3.0, Puerto Rico 3.2, Divine Masculine Energy. The Northern Mid-Atlantic Ridge, the New Atlantis Energy 5.0, 10 kilometers depth. And then we also had a 4.8 in the same location, just north of the Tropic of Cancer. Vanuatu Ring of Fire 4.4, 626 kilometers depth, very deep. Another activation in the Northern Mid-Atlantic Ridge 4.7, 3.1 Puerto Rico. In the heart of Lemuria today, Pahala, Hawaii 3.4, in Yemen 4.2, Puerto Rico 3.4, Itzu Islands, Japan 5.3, Puerto Rico 3.4, Philippines 4.5, Central Alaska 3.4. In the sacred portal were the three holy mountains, Tien Shan, Celestial Mountain, Kunlun in the middle Dantian heart center, Himalayan, Lower Dantian, that is the old masculine Kundalini. In Tajikistan, 4.4, another 44 activation. South Pacific Ocean, 4.9, 575 kilometers depth, very deep. And then in the foothills of the Andes, our sacred mountain, home of our sacred Condor. This is the Kundalini, the divine feminine Kundalini of Pachamama. San Juan, Argentina, 4.8, 12, divine goddess, 37 kilometers depth. 37 into the 73, heaven on earth, a whole 444 coming in now. So again, today, all Dantians lit up, the ring of fire totally activated, the sun merging with its divine counterpart, as divine masculine, divine feminine come together, ego fly with the Condor, Shakti, Shiva dance through the cosmos, all divine unities coming into harmony, balance, creating the unity consciousness of divine love, of unconditional love, pure love, true love, whatever name you want to give to our highest love, our highest light. This is what we manifest in this now. I am here now, in this body of pure consciousness, where I always am. For the I am presence is the whole universe. There is no separation. Wherever the center is, I am. And feel into that energy, into the power of the silence, the power of the stillness that is within you, the kingdom of heaven within. Now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 26 degrees, 38 minutes Aquarius. The sun is at 10 degrees, 52 minutes Gemini. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 11 degrees Gemini. Newly opened lands offer the pioneer new opportunities for experience. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 27 degrees Aquarius. An ancient pottery bowl filled with fresh violets from astrologyweekly.com. And from Pleiades light, the tsunami of light. Congratulations, light tsunami is coming. Many people are dreaming of the coming tsunami, the tsunami of light. Many people are feeling very exhausted right now and have no energy. This is what happens when the tsunami of light comes. With the tsunami approaching, the energy is taken away. We are preparing to embrace the most intense and powerful waves of the universe's light code on this planet. There will be big changes when the waves of light enter. The waves will often activate and wake up in the next few months. This is going to be amazing. Are you ready? And from Divine Sister of the Light, Celia Fenn. The big shift of 2021. How is everyone doing today? Personally, I am vibrating and buzzing up to my eyelashes. On this last day of May 2021, we are still integrating the powerful energy waves from the recent galactic discharge, solar storm, and lunar eclipse. Yes, a big one that is activating major shifts within our physical body as we upgrade into the 8th and 9th dimensions, solar and galactic levels. If we have chosen that path, some have not. What is happening is that our physical body, being, is in the process of becoming more crystalline on the subatomic level where the geometries of life exist in the mind of God, Goddess, all that is. We are evolving to carry more light and more light codes. In order to receive and transmit galactic and cosmic codes, we must be able to deal with these energies in our body and light body. The recent solar storm sent 10 solar flares our way in one day. This was equivalent to a solar flash, but in slow motion so that we could cope with the intensity. So if you can feel the vibes vibrating, you are feeling the resonant upgrades deep in your subcellular structure. You may also feel exhausted as your body is not used to vibrating that fast and high as yet. You may feel emotional and depressed for apparently no reason, as your emotional body feels the backwash. As a first wave wayshower, I remember the first time we got hit by a major wave like this in 2001, then in 2008, and again in 2017. But this wave, let's call it the fourth wave, or the big shift of 2021, is of an intensity and power I've not felt since 2001, when our world changed after 9/11. This is a huge shift. Be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated and look after your nervous system, since that is the part of the vibrating you are feeling. I've been guided to work with the stone called fulgurite, Fulgurite, which is created when lightning strikes sand, fusing the sand into a silicate rock form. The stone carries the energy of high power, carried through a nerve system lightning flash into the earth. I had a homeopathic doctor make a remedy that I am taking to help ease the symptoms. If anyone has any further information, I would be glad to hear. Love, peace, and magic to everyone as we enter June and the changes that must still come. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Patricia Cota Robles, prepare yourself for the influx of light in June 2021. May 31st, 2021, we have just completed an epic month of transformational shifts involving the energy, vibration, and consciousness of humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth. According to the company of heaven, the progress we collectively co-created in our ascension process during the month of May in 2021 benefited all life on this planet in ways that exceeded even the expectations of heaven. The beings of light have incredible faith in our ability to God victoriously accomplish the critical facets of the divine plan for Mother Earth that we are all co-creating. So to say we have succeeded beyond their expectations is quite a statement. We are often told by the company of heaven to pay attention, and we will see signs in the outer world that confirm the support we are receiving from on high and the progress we are making with our light work. In addition to the painful miscreations, the accelerated influx of God's light is pushing to the surface to be healed and transmuted back into its original perfection. There are also very encouraging things occurring in the outer world that confirm the success of our light work. The company of heaven revealed that with the completion of the activities of light that took place in May, including the opening of the brand new 555 Stargate, the unveiling of the Golden Buddha of enlightenment in every heart flame, the baptism by sacred fire from our Mother God, and the powerful eclipse series that exponentially expanded within the hearts and minds of all humanity, the realization of Christ consciousness and divine enlightenment, Mother Earth and all life evolving upon her have ascended into new celestial and cosmic coordinates. Earth's adjusted position in the universe is now allowing humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth to receive new, transfiguring solar light codes through the portals of the suns in Earth's lineage. This includes the solar light codes flowing through the portals of our physical sun, central sun, great central sun, and great, great central sun. This influx of light began on May 22nd, the day before Pentecost, and the baptism by sacred fire that our Mother God, the Holy Spirit, said she would bless every atomic and subatomic particle and wave of life on earth with and through the celestial tones of musical rapture. According to NASA on May 22nd, a flurry of 11 solar flares, unlike anything they had seen in a very long time, were emitted in rapid-fire explosions that hurled multiple overlapping CMEs into space. The multidimensional frequencies of this expansion of solar light codes from the portals of our physical sun, central sun, great central sun, and great great central sun affected all life on Earth instantaneously. These new solar light codes literally created an electrical upgrade in our DNA that prepared humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth at a cellular level to safely receive the new frequencies of our Mother God's comprehensive divine love, which we were blessed with on Pentecost during our baptism by sacred fire. The scientists calculating when the Earth would physically experience the waves of CME said the solar waves would reach the Earth on May 26. That day, not by chance, coincided with a very powerful global celebration known as the Goodwill Festival of Humanity and the full moon lunar eclipse, during which our Father, Mother God, and the I Am presence of every person on earth exponentially expanded within our hearts and minds the realization of Christ consciousness and divine enlightenment. On that same day, there were reports of some very important things that demonstrated the shifts of consciousness taking place at this time and the dismantling of the obsolete power structures that have wreaked havoc on the lives of humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth. Now, in addition to the new solar light codes flowing through the portals of suns beyond suns, the Earth is experiencing greatly intensified solar and geomagnetic activity at this time. Day by day, we are being flooded with plasmic light infusions that are activating our ability to assimilate even higher frequencies of fifth-dimensional, crystalline solar light through our chakra system, our acupuncture meridians, and our 12 fifth-dimensional crystalline solar strands of DNA. This is providing every person's I Am presence with the ability to amplify the awakening process occurring now within the hearts and minds of the masses of humanity. During the month of June in 2021, we are being called to be the hands of God in the physical plane for the next facet of the divine plan. 2021 is numerically a 5-year, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 equal 5, The last time we experienced a 5-year was 2012. That was the year that we birthed the new Earth in the realms of cause as we passed through the shift of the ages during the solstice on December 21st and 22nd. Since that time, Mother Earth and all her life have gone through myriad shifts of vibration at an atomic cellular level. These shifts have greatly accelerated the divine alchemy occurring within the earthly bodies of humanity, the elemental kingdom and Mother Earth. Step by step, we have been transfiguring our third-dimensional carbon-based bodies into fifth-dimensional crystalline solar light bodies. The Company of Heaven said that with the completion of the activities of light that have taken place since the birth of the new Earth in 2021, humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth are now abiding in earthly bodies that are much more rarefied and ethereal than they were in 2012. With new transfiguring solar light codes bathing the Earth, now humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth have reached a frequency of light that is presenting us with the opportunity to co-create a monumental shift within our earthly bodies. During the month of June in 2021, the Company of Heaven will guide us through activities of light that will allow our I Am presence to safely co-create a shift within our earthly bodies and the earthly bodies of the elemental kingdom and Mother Earth that will equal the collective shifts of energy, vibration, and consciousness we have experienced since the birth of the new Earth in 2012. According to the Company of Heaven, the success of this holy endeavor is an essential part of the divine plan for 2021, which is destined to be God victoriously accomplished during the 35th Annual World Congress on Illumination, August 14 through 19, 2021. The beings of light said that what this shift in our earthly body means for all of us is truly beyond the comprehension of finite minds. They confirm that the only way we will fully understand the magnitude of this opportunity is by experiencing it breath by breath through our heart-based inner knowing. From eraofpeace.org and from Divine Sister of the Light, Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, we end May by having an eclipse in Sagittarius, and we too begin this new month of June by having another one in Gemini, leaving us just a short period for us to clear, ground ourselves, and begin integrating again, for we will be immersed in a non-stop embodiment phase. This is why it is so important to take care of our bodies, exchanging resting periods with clearing ones, as otherwise we could not manage the massive amount of frequencies that are coexisting with us at this time, and that as conscious souls we have already agreed to integrate and co-create with. This is a month whose main strength lies in precisely focusing on resting and reflecting upon our personal journey, so we can retrieve a higher wisdom of our current journey. For illumination comes when we commune with our soul in deep silence, without judgments, and open to what we may receive. As this month's Master Universal 11 frequency reminds us, a frequency that in tarot is represented by the fiery card of the strength, a woman holding between her hands the jaws of a lion, the sun, representing the physical strength that can only come through the power of love, wisdom, and balance cultivated within. At a planetary level, we begin this month by having Venus entering into Cancer on June 2nd. With Venus in Cancer, we may feel extra sensitive and deeply emotional. It is precisely those who have as a personal mission to bring back the lost feminine essence in the planet, the ones who will feel more vulnerable at this time. Vulnerability, when embraced, is a gift, for it makes you stronger in expressing your feelings rather than hiding them. It is also wonderful times to take care of ourselves at all levels, as we too take care of others and spend some time doing things that nurture our being and that bring us joy too. On June 10th, we have another new moon annular solar eclipse at 19 degrees Gemini. At the eclipse time, we have Mercury in Gemini retrograde with the North Node also in Gemini, and all square Neptune, which is the aspect of us that connects us with our soul, with the ethereal, in opposition to Gemini who rules the head. With this Gemini eclipse, we have an opportunity to create balance, to recognize illusion and be flexible in our thinking rather than linear, as we too have 5 planets in mutable signs. This is again an opportunity to go further into our inner work of polarity integration, as after all it is one of the most important inner tasks to do when we are in a conscious evolutionary journey. On June 11th, Mars enters Leo. This is going to be a great influx of strength at a time when we are challenged by many different energies, as we may tend to drain ourselves in this constant process of integration. Mars represents our physical strength, but also our energy, vitality, and power in a more physical level. Mars in Leo doubles its power, making it a very powerful one, if wisely directing it. As always, it is such a powerful frequency that certain hidden aspects and patterns or issues such as anger, frustration, etc. may emerge if we have these repressed emotions inside and need to confront them. This is an opportunity for us to learn how to direct this fiery energy in a constructive way, for as always, all emotions are simply energy, and it all depends on how we filter them that can be constructive or destructive. On June 14, we have Saturn square Uranus, which is something that only occurs every 20 years or so. This aspect is the one that is marking the planetary shift that we as a species are having, a macro representation of what is already taking place in our micro universe, the need for freedom over slavery and control. This is an ongoing process that has been occurring for a while, and this will be a turning point for all of us. There are many changes indeed happening in both a personal and a collective level, and this is just the beginning, even though the efforts of many to be otherwise, as humanity is embracing a higher level of consciousness, shifting energy slavery patterns that have been happening for years and beginning to retrieve their sovereignty. On June 20th, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, will turn retrograde. Mercury will accompany Jupiter by doing the same on June 22nd. As many of you know, I do not focus on a limited perspective of reality. I have been for a few years now releasing many fixed beliefs, especially about astrology, and in my reality only govern my own microcycles and the highest will, not retrograde phases, for during these periods all simply goes perfectly fine, as it shall be, always according to a higher plan. The essence of this month is one for inner retrospection as the only way for self-illumination, whether planets appear to be retrograde or not, for the frequency of a month goes beyond our planetary alignments, as there are always many things we cannot really know or envision behind our human perspective. However, as the collective has created the illusion of retrograde, this of course has an impact, for all we create has an effect. It is our personal choice to move inward, realize all is in truth an illusion, and begin to disengage from more old beliefs that only cause us fear. As always, it is all happening according to the natural cycles of creation, rather than a fear-based belief that we have created about planets being retrograde and of them causing us challenges or benefits. Jupiter invites us to expand from within before we do so in our physical reality. It is important to grow, to reflect, and to measure the consequences our actions will have before bringing our visions into the physical. This is one of the first steps before manifesting in the physical. Whether we see it as being retrograde or not, all is what we desire to make of it. On June 20th, we have the Sun entering into loving Cancer, together with the summer solstice for those who live in the northern hemisphere and the winter solstice for those residing in the southern one. With the Sun in Cancer, we have the opportunity to connect with the aspect of us that feels at home with all, and it reminds us that wherever we are in home, we belong to the entire universe. This is also a wonderful opportunity to work on our intuitive senses, and hence our silver, feminine aspect, as well as to grow in maturity and heal our emotional body, especially of the delusion of wanting to always live in the ethereal. This is a time for us to work with our sense of protection, familiar issues that are still unhealed, as well as with our sense of belonging to Earth, a time for us to become our own caretakers, remembering that if we are not aligned with our soul and take the time to release and heal first, we could not be of any assistance to others. On June 24th, we have Saturn sextile Chiron. This is one of the most important aspects as well for all of us, as this is going to imply a massive influx of healing, compassion, and wisdom. This planetary encounter is going to serve for all who wish to take some time to restore themselves and focus on personal healing, as we all need to reset and rejuvenate if we desire to go further into our personal mission of assistance. On June 24th, there will also be a full moon in Capricorn that is going to be a wonderful one for us to work on the proper embodiment of Source's light codes that we have been constantly integrating and that need to be anchored now into the physical. This is how we reach an inner state of illumination, by descending from above and anchoring below what we receive from our soul. Capricorn will assist us in regaining vitality by having first cleared all of our bodies and begin to direct our life force in a wisely way so our body cells receive enough energy to continue feeding the body. On June 25th, Neptune will be retrograde. Although you know that my opinion is about retrogrades, Neptune's essence is always going to be there in the same way for us to tune into it when we are guided to commune with our soul, expand into our feelings, intuitive visions, and work with our higher senses, independently of the illusion we have of it being retrograde or not. In an 11-month where illumination is key, Neptune and the many alignments it makes with other planets is going to help us tremendously in communing further with our soul, monad, for those who are on this stage, and the illumined forces and beings that are there to show us how to remember the way to conquer our shadows and come back into our natural state of being, which is always one of love, in perfect flow with all. We end the month by having on June 27th Venus entering into Leo. When Venus resides in Leo, it is said that it is all about how passionate we become in our relationships. To me, if we look from a higher perspective and begin to align with the essence of the planets, we will realize that in truth it is not so much about the human interpretation we give to them, but about what they really are about as unique living organisms. Venus in Leo is about turning this love, confidence, care, and passion towards ourselves, becoming empowered beings, in love with the divine aspect within, so we can begin to give the same we hold within, which even though may still try to mislead, has nothing to do with narcissism, but with respecting and honoring Source's will to manifest uniquely in each and every one of us. This is what we shall recognize and love, not the 3D aspect of ourselves, which in truth is also as divine as anything else. We are the first ones who need our affection, love, and care, and if we cannot be authentic and loving towards the self, what can we give to others, if we are empty of all these attributes inside? June is a month that comes with loving and soothing energies for those who are willing to work with their bodies, giving them time to rest so they can emerge stronger. All has a time, and this is a time for us to become our own caretakers, as enlightenment is precisely achieved when we respect creation's laws and times, patiently surrendering to all, until the time to act differently comes. Remember, beloveds, we are all on a unique and wonderful mission to restore Earth's planetary consciousness. This is something that we do by contributing in our own unique way, by seeding more love. How can we seed more love? By first becoming it, thinking, feeling, and acting with divine love, and by remembering that by taking care of ourselves and sacred vehicles, we too take care and help heal the whole, as all we do reverberates in all. Have a loving, healing, and joyful June, beloved ones. With infinite love, Natalia Alba from StarseedSoul.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, servant of Yahweh. Sudden opportunities of expansion are happening today. Your heart is having a rapid healing of abandonment wounds through today's light body and chakra system upgrade that's forcing growth. The abandonment triggers express themselves as codependency, not feeling heard, and fears of being left. Your role in clearing this karma is happening for the divine masculine and feminine Christ. Together you embody this frequency of love that is overriding all fears through your set intention to do so. This new frequency of love you're exuding through confidence is also healing the land and the indigenous elders of the land throughout history. Peace and healing are neutralizing past timelines of division and sacrifice for a new beginning of unity in Christ consciousness. You are successfully moved past this division template within. You are protected through your inner light that continues to get brighter and brighter with unity, love, and Christ consciousness. Transformation is bringing forward new beginnings, new relationships, new wealth, and ascension into the Holy Grail. Be in the flow of the emotions, fears, and worries that are surfacing. The emotional body is shifting out of lack and the inherent need to receive approval from the narcissists. You are ending the lessons now and are being called to detach and let go of control of how this leaves you, your emotional wounds, your heart, mind, and life. The mind and the heart space are clearing and activating back into wholeness. Wisdom with unconditional love is the way of being whole and complete. Programming through music, television, and media that were blocking these truths and feelings are also washing away. The walls are coming down, opening up the path to begin emotionally fulfilling relationships that are equally reciprocated. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Adrian Elise. Gaia Daily, May 28th through June 4th. Life is but a dream. Mercury is now retrograde and coming to exact square with Neptune next weekend. The strange time in between eclipses, with Mercury retrograde in Gemini, is giving us a huge opportunity to rearrange our spiritual life and psyche. With all this mutable, changeable energy, we are left searching for new direction. The Sun, in exact conjunction with the North Node in Gemini, says that it is a rearranging of the mind and perspective that is necessary to move us forward. Mars is in a sweet trine with Neptune, bringing us a hopeful, dreamy feeling. What would life be like if humans felt nurtured and cared for in life? Feel into the sweetness of life moving merrily along the way. Give yourself permission to rest in the gentle, rocking flow of moving waters. Humanity moving forward towards full potential means the release of suppressed technologies that can help bring us back into health in connection with our living, breathing world. We can see that the medical tyranny AI agenda is seeking to disconnect us from each other and life force itself, showing us the power of humans connected. This is the medicine and the cure. Connection to each other and life force is the single most important factor in Earth evolution. We can clearly see that the dark agenda of world control is failing, and people are connecting again. Celebrate the reuniting of people and humanity opening their hearts to each other, the beautiful energy of people coming together in celebration of life is raising the frequency of Earth and pushing us over the edge and into spiritual ascension in the new age. Humans are the connectors of heaven and earth. We must stay connected to each other, to life force, to spirit, if we are ever going to get anywhere from here. This is what saves our world. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Mars in Cancer trine Neptune and Pallas in Pisces. Yesterday's meeting between Pallas and Neptune is energized by Mars, pushing us to the take action. Old hot anger stirred up by Mars is long remembering Cancer begins to cool and dissipate. Forgiveness or acceptance rolls in, bringing waves of peace. For some, the sting of wrongs may always be evident. The scars of the past carved into skin and bone are etched on the heart. But the past is gone, and what matters is what you do now. See the pattern. Change the pattern. Asteroid Epona, ancient horse goddess, sits with Mars. Listen for the rhythm of her hooves. Climb on her back. Let her spirit carry you. Drink from the eternal well within for replenishment. Intuition now is powerful, nudging you to respond. Be brave and follow your instincts. Quick and fluid action allows you to navigate deep waters. Selfless action is energizing. Creative ideas bubble up from the unconscious, inviting you to set new goals and challenges that are more aligned to your soul's growth. Make art, make love. Do what is meaningful to you. Faith gives you strength. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from the Zolkin Times, Kin 168, Yellow Crystal Star. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are dedicate, cooperate, and universalize. We are on the 12th day of the Red Earth Wave Spell, and today is a portal day. The number 12 is associated with groups and teamwork. Traditionally, we gather on the 12th day and hold a crystal court. We discuss our experiences of the calendar, and this deepens our understanding. If you don't have a crystal court you can attend, hold your own, even if it's just one or two other people, and you'd be surprised how much you can learn by sharing. Today is Yellow Star, which represents beauty, art, and elegance. Yellow Star days are simply for appreciating the beauty in the world. As it is a crystal day, it is a perfect time for making art with others today. Make your world more beautiful with the help of others. Why not have a go at painting your own symbol? Painting our symbols really helps to connect to the energy. Today is an opportunity for all of us to shine like the stars that we are. After all, we are made of stardust. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papa Giorgio, Yellow Crystal Star, Kin 168, 31st of May 2021, Beautiful Co-Creation, 31/5/2021 equals 455, equal 410, equal 5. 31 Genius, think outside the box. 4 Form, structure, foundation, earth. 10 Manifestation, power, authority, leader. 5 Freedom, change, transformation, liberation. Kin 168 equal 15 equal 6, heaven, Christ consciousness. 555 Liberation Code on a gap portal day. We are completing our 5/5 May Freedom Code with a bang. Another beautiful, heavenly, divine, galactic activation portal day. The crystal clear communication grid is open wide due to the gap energies and the yellow star gate. Day 12 in the red earth wave spell of evolution through navigating our way through the signs, synchronicity, and earth magic, flowing and aligning with the rhythms and cycles of Nova Gaia. Today we are focused on cooperating with our kin to evolve a world of beauty and harmony through our collective, harmonic minds. Tone of creation, crystal, tone 12 in the mental realm. Action universalizes, power dedicates, essence, cooperation. The crystal tone 12 is the highest level of the mind, mental realm. The other two mental tones are tone 4, self-existing, and tone 8, galactic. Yesterday we focused on dissolving and releasing any blocks in order to liberate healing. Through the space and freedom engendered by the spectral phase of dissolution and release, new space is created for something new to emerge. At the crystal level of mind we have the capacity to cooperate or operate with other minds. Just as a crystal can be programmed, so too can we program our minds on this day. So focus on the crystal clarity of our minds today through the power of cooperation with others. Share your visions, share your ideas, and share your solutions. A day of greater connection to each other through our precious hearts and highest collective minds into Mother Gaia. Today, Etznab challenges us to see the beauty in all things and to hold positive and high vibrational thoughts in our minds, choosing to focus on the love, the joy, the fun, and the beauty of a better reality. We are invited to peer through the looking glass and choose a better reality, to dedicate ourselves to reflect the order of our minds guided through our precious hearts, revealing the truth of what is in total alignment and what must be cut away, releasing the false illusions and uniting in truth and full authenticity, cooperating with others by reflecting those thought forms that bring the capacity to merge in community, seeing the beautiful new world that lies beyond the walls of separation and illusion, freeing your mind to live in symphonic harmony with each other. Divine blessings for expressing sovereignty and beauty through our cooperative and creative minds. And Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 168, Yellow Crystal Star. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to beautify. Universalizing art, I seal the store of elegance. With the crystal tone of cooperation, I am guided by the power of universal fire. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. And on this powerful day of activations, transformation, transmutation, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. We archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to also thank everyone for supporting us in our work and mission. We rely on our monthly pledges and donations for our daily living expenses. So if you'd like to help support us and continue our work and keep bringing these transmissions to the world, you can make a pledge at the link at whitegoldeagle.com. And I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Barbara Schroer, for another donation. Thank you, Divine Sister. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you can do so at our link egolovecondor.com. Now, I'd like to thank everyone also for supporting my Sacred Condors art business. You can now order a made-to-order Zodiac Goddess Totem, whatever your Zodiac sign is, or as a gift for a friend or loved one. And she also has for sale one set of all 12 Zodiac signs and Goddess Totems. So you can check these out at lunagoddessart.com. Now I'd like to finish today's transmission, and these with two powerful activations, first from our Pleiadian bro stars and sisters of the light, and then a powerful divine decree. Pleiades 1 messages, May 31st, 2021. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. Impulses for new phases are given. Revelations are still on the rise. Exposition of MID started for finalizations. Etheric fields are adjusted. Disconnected force denied contacts. Attention, Sinti, the storyteller fairy. Immediate call coming. Necessary support of master projector. Synchronization started. 92% non-regressive. Start support. Anchoring of the Nevic grid pillars in progress. 3, 7. 37 into the 73, 59% non-regressive. Attention, Aquarius, Yais, the Prince of the Seas, immediate specific reverberations of Buddhic columns, Triad in PVSE, 99% non-regressive. Next, conclusion, Urit Ma'kad in single pulse phase, 100% non-regressive. Regulatory waves on the way, sentinels completing magnetic barriers in Zone T. 144 approved, Jerusalem's approach to Amiga Island, Brazil. Quantum network formed, next, 96% non-regressive. Specific transitions are initiated. Temporarily end of transmission, Pleiades 1, potentiating Lemurian inheritances. From disclosurenews.it, and the powerful divine decree from divine sister of the light Sandra Walter. I am the divine neutrality of my sacred diamond solar heart. I make decisions from this inner balance and divine wisdom. From ascensionpath.com. So thank you for joining us today. Have a beautiful, blessed, and sacred June, and powerful solar eclipse in the next 10 days, and keep going through and through and through until total compression breakthrough into supernova expansion of consciousness into pure awareness. Keep shining your light brightly into the night, divine angels of the new earth, and be sure to make it the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.